Hey there guys, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top tips to get a better night's sleep. So if you're keen to see that, grab yourself a cuppa, let's get into the video. So my first suggestion is having a relaxing, intentional, and effective nighttime routine. So some of the things that I like to do of a nighttime that kind of get me in the mood and help me de-stress and relax in the day and prepare for bed are having a nice warm bath. I like to really make this an enjoyable experience. Sometimes I'll put in a bath bomb or some bubble bath. Putting in magnesium salts is also a great suggestion because they help your muscles to relax, which really does help you prepare for a really restful night's sleep. I also like to have a nice hot cup of tea, particularly herbal tea. I do have some sleepy time teas or some detox teas. I also like green tea or peppermint tea, and I strategically cut myself off from coffee around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It does stay in your system, the caffeine, for quite some time. So even if you had a coffee at 1 or 2 and you're trying to go to bed at 9 o'clock, it still might inhibit your sleep. So really cutting yourself off from coffee or having a decaf if you do just like that coffee taste is also important. I like to do some sort of exercise every single day, and if I'm feeling like a little bit restless towards bedtime, instead of doing any sort of hardcore exercise, I might do a little bit of yin yoga or a bit of stretching, which really just helps me feel nice and relaxed. Sometimes I might just do a few yoga poses or stretches in bed just to help set the mood and get me ready for a great night's sleep. I also read this great little book, The Calm and Cozy Book of Sleep, Rest, Dream and Live, and it's by Beth Wyatt, and it's a really good and easy read if you are having sleeping problems. And some of the things that I learned from this is that one of the biggest tips for a great night's sleep is having a cool, dark and quiet environment. So really sort of cultivating a calm and cozy bedroom is a big must for me in terms of getting a good night's sleep. I do like to spend a little bit of money when it comes to, you know, buying bed products, because I do spend quite a bit of time in my bed and I want it to be a really relaxing and enjoyable place. So having bamboo sheets, you know, new fresh linen, or cozy pillows and toppers and blankets. And I love my silk pillowcases as well, which really just help your skin as you sleep and also your hair. And just having like a really cozy bed is such a good investment. Some other things that I like to have in my room that just help to set the atmosphere is I have a diffuser that I often will put some lavender oil in and put that on. It has a bunch of different light settings that I can change it to. I really like the red light settings because it's just a very calming and relaxing kind of color to put on, and you can put it on for different time settings, but it really just helps set the vibe and the atmosphere. I also have a candle and some books that I might like to read before bedtime to sort of help me wind down and get relaxed. Another tip is to reduce your screen time before bed. I actually set my phone to grayscale, so every night at 8 o'clock it automatically turns to grayscale in wind down mode, and I have all notifications turned off as well, and it just helps to remind me that it's time to put the phone down and start to get into bedtime mode. But if I am watching a screen or a movie, I do like to use my blue light glasses. On my phone I always turn on the blue light filter, but I just think having that extra layer with the blue light glasses really helps, because the blue light in our devices does stop the melatonin production. Melatonin is a hormone that your body releases at nighttime to help you wind down and go to sleep. So if you are having restless sleeps, maybe sort of do an inventory on your night routine leading up to bed and think about how you could incorporate some of these things and how you could switch up your device practice to sort of create that sort of calming and relaxing environment. I also think that scents are really important. I love like a cozy lavender or chamomile scent, and I do have a lavender sort of pillow and misting spray that I'll just sort of spray around my bed or on my pillow when it's sleep time. I also have a very calming lavender oil roll-on, which I will sometimes put on my wrists or on my neck or chest to kind of inhale and give me that lovely lavender scent and just let me feel all nice and cozy and ready for bed. Another thing that helps me feel cozy is some cute pajamas and comfortable and soft. I do have a couple of different sets that are silk, and they're just like so lovely. Obviously for the really cold winter months, they're just not quite practical, so I do have to change into something a little bit more warm and rug up with different blankets and stuff. But for the autumn, spring and summertime, having some like nice and soft silk pajamas just makes me feel really luxurious and helps me get into that sleep time mood. Another thing that I've found really helpful when you're having racing thoughts and you just find that you can't fall asleep is listening to a guided meditation. So I'll just pop in my earphones, put on a 5 or 10 minute meditation from my YouTube playlist, and it just helps me to calm my mind, help me to breathe deeply and relax, and really just does help to prepare myself mentally for bed. One of the biggest tips that I got from this Calm and Cozy Book of Sleep book was about racing thoughts. I often had found that I was having so much trouble getting to sleep because my mind was just racing, and then it created a cycle because I would start thinking, I can't get to sleep, I can't get to sleep, I need to get to sleep, I need to get to sleep. And this book really helped me just to be reminded that I need to shut down those thoughts and to not actually put any added stress or anxiety on myself when I can't get to sleep, and instead just to be able to lie there, let the thoughts come and go, breathe deeply, do a bit of meditation, do a bit of stretching, and not sort of increase the problem by stressing about not getting to sleep. My final 3 essential things that I need for a good night's sleep are my silk eye mask. I often find that my partner and I go to sleep at different times, and sometimes he might have his phone on or a lamp on, and just being able to shut out that light really just helps me to be able to fall asleep faster, and this silk is just so soft on my face as well. The next thing is having some really cute and cozy sleep bras. There's nothing worse than wearing an actual bra to bed and having the wire dig into you, and I personally like to just feel cozy in something. These ones I got from Cotton On. They're just nice and soft. They've got sort of very little lining, so it just makes it feel nice and cozy and snug. And then the third and final thing that I need for a good night's sleep is a big glass of water. I find that when I wake up in the morning, I'm actually really dehydrated, and the first thing that I want to do is chug some water. Not too cold though, because your stomach cannot digest it when it is below room temperature. So just some last thoughts that might help you to get a better night's sleep and create a more effective sleep routine. Number 1, try and go to bed at the same time every night and wake up the same time every morning. We have these different sleep cycles, and they typically last about 90 minutes, where you go from light sleep to deeper sleep to your REM sleep. And when you are pulled from that cycle, you can actually get sleep inertia, which is just sort of being like really foggy and groggy, and your mind's just sort of not in the right space. Maybe you're a bit dizzy perhaps. I'm sure that we've often felt that a few times, and that's probably because your alarm has pulled you from a deeper state of sleep and you were just not prepared for it. But if you kind of time your sleep so that you are waking up at the end of one of those 90-minute cycles, you'll be feeling a lot more refreshed. The second thing that I want to talk about is focusing on the idea of resting instead of sleeping. So this particularly relates back to the idea of like feeling anxiety that you can't get to sleep. If instead you reframe it and say, I'm just resting my body, I'm resting my mind, and you're not necessarily stressing or worrying about not being in a sleep state, that might help to reframe your perspective and actually allow you to decrease that anxiety and get to sleep faster. The next thing is that make sure you do not snooze your alarm in the morning. You probably see this in a lot of how to wake up early videos. Honestly, it really does sort of make you more groggy if you are snoozing instead of just getting up as soon as it goes off. And plus, it does help you to kickstart your day and to be more productive as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your top sleeping tips down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every single week. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.